Before you vote on May the 7th, think about the 20,000 public sector jobs that are being lost in Northern Ireland and the 60,000 jobs that have gone already in the private sector. And think about the 1,500 people in education who will be losing their jobs.
Think about the public assets like Belfast Harbour Estate, TransLink and Northern Ireland Water that will be sold off to cover Stormount's payday alone. Think about tax breaks for big companies that won't guarantee one extra job.
Now think about the parties that negotiated that deal. Sinn Féin, the DUP, the SDLP, the Ulster Unionists and the Alliance Party. Now think if you really want to vote for any of them.
The five main parties here have been implementing a Tory party cuts agenda. Public services are being privatised, public assets are being sold off, and working people are being made redundant. Health and education services are being run down, and the most vulnerable people in our society are being penalised and scapegoated.
Austerity results from the exploitative social and economic system which dominates every aspect of workers' lives. The Stormount parties endorse this system. The Workers' Party explicitly rejects the failed sectarian politics of orange and green. We advocate class politics.
Plans to reduce corporation tax for big companies should be abandoned immediately. The £700 million borrowed to fund redundancies should instead be invested in the local economy to support a programme of public housing, job creation and investment in our health and education services.
A socialist programme of publicly funded investment, development and growth is the alternative to austerity and the cuts imposed by the Stormount coalition. Based on public need and social progress, not exploitation and private profit, it can provide employment, homes, opportunities and optimism. Your vote can help make that happen.
Only the Workers' Party offers that political programme. Only the Workers' Party will stand for working people and for socialism, against austerity, exploitation, private and corporate greed, against racism, sectarianism and homophobia, and against the interests of big business.
Thousands of people across Northern Ireland have already demonstrated their opposition to Stormount cuts and the Stormount coalition's austerity agenda. Despite what they say, the reality is the five main Stormount parties have been implementing a Tory party cuts agenda.
The Stormount coalition says it's rebalancing the economy. We have already seen what that means. It means fewer teachers in schools, less bus and train services, longer hospital waiting times.
It means cuts to community projects, no funding for the arts, low pay, 0 hours contracts and less rights.
It means more women in low-paid jobs, thousands of redundancies and fewer public services delivered by fewer people.
It means tax reductions for big businesses and selling off public assets. But there is an alternative to austerity. There is an alternative to the local Stormount Tory coalition. Stand against austerity by voting Workers' Party on May the 7th.